Rightio. Item 4.1, receipt of the minutes of the ordinary Mangakino-Pouakani representative group meeting on the 16th of October. Any questions or discussion on those? Mover, please. Thank you, Councillor Truman, and seconded by Councillor Hickling. Thank you very much. All those in favour? Thank you. Carried. Item 4.2, the receipt of the minutes, the ordinary Taupo Airport Authority Committee meeting on the 5th of November 2018. Any questions or discussions on those? All fine with that? Can I have a mover, please? Thank you, Councillor Jolins. And a seconder? Not sure who else was there. Yes. Yes, who was it? Okay. Thank you, Councillor Hickling. All those in favour? Carried. Item 4.3, the receipt of the minutes of the ordinary Kinloch representative group meeting on the 8th of November 2018. Any questions or discussions on those?
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. Just in regards of page 24 of the agenda, and Councillor Jolins can probably answer it, a member requested that the repairs to the swale at Bujan Dell be put back on the action sheet. Has that been done? And I'm just wondering if the spelling for Mr. Masters is correct.
Anyone offer anything on that?
Through the chair, that hasn't been done yet, Councillor Body, but that is a discussion with Bike Taupo, and we're in those discussions at the moment.
Thank you.
Any further queries? Mover and a seconder, please. Thank you, Councillor Jolins. A seconder. Thank you, Councillor Williamson. All those in favour? Thank you, and that's carried. Item 4.4, receipt of the minutes of the ordinary Emergency Management Committee meeting on the 12th of November. Queries or discussion on those, please?
Madam Chair, thank you. Councillor Park may be able to answer this. I just need an explanation on page 30 in regards to GNS have installed 6 new data loggers. Is that in regards to picking up volcanic eruptions, or what's the idea behind those?
Through the chair, if I can refer to Mr. Fox, I believe it's to do with some studies on the national park itself.
Yes, Madam Chair, it is to do with studies on the mountains. It's also to do with seismic work as well, so very much in that space. Actually, while you're talking about that today, we're actually doing the GNS study on Ipawa. That monitoring program's kicked off today as well.
Mr. Fox, has this got any relationship to RAL's funding? No, not at all. Okay, thank you.
Any further queries on these minutes? Mover, please. Thank you, Councillor Park, and seconder. Thank you, Councillor Kingy. All those in favour? Aye. Thank you. Carried. Item 4.5, Turangi-Tongariro Community Board meeting on the 13th of November 2018. Any queries on those?
Madam Chair, maybe Councillor Kingy or Councillor Stewart, in regards of the RAL-based shuttles from Turangi, are they going to continue? I've heard some stories that there seems to be some doubt about whether they are or aren't.
It's depending on central government and some funding that has been put in for or is going to be put in for as to where the shuttle service can go, and further discussion still about where they would be. It's nothing set yet.
Yeah. Could Mr. Reid make comment, Madam Chair?
Sorry, Councillor. I think it's possibly two separate issues. I think you're talking about the current service that goes. Are you talking about currently now?
Service was part and parcel of our giving money to RAL.
Yep.
But I've had a comment from Turing that they may not be continuing.
No, that's not. So, as far as I'm aware, they will continue. The conversation at the moment is around NZTA subsidy. So it's the same as Ruapehu did. That's the conversation to get some consistency around the mountain in terms of transportation.
Thank you for clarifying that. Any other queries? Mover for those minutes, please. Thank you, Councillor from Turangi. Yeah. Surname for a minute, Stuart. Good improvisation. A seconder, thank you, Councillor King. All those in favour? and that's carried, thank you. So, item 4.6, receipt of the minutes of the ordinary fencing, roading, reserves and dogs committee meeting 20th of November. Queries? Thank you, Councillor Park.
Actually, it's just more of a statement, and I was really disappointed that we, as a member of this committee, this meeting was held on the 20th of November, yet the following week, like 7 days later, the front page of the Taupo Times relitigated a story which was in fact put to bed while that journalist was in the room a week before. So I'm just really disappointed in the Taupo Times reporting of this issue. It was completely sorted, everyone was on board, and then they sort of just gave the story legs beyond its settlement. So very disappointed in the local media.
Has anyone had any discussions with them about it? Probably a good idea to express your disappointment. Any other comments on that meeting and those minutes?
Yes, Madam Chair. I think I need to bring the attention to the committee. I was contacted, it's over the Waipahihi replacement trees issue, and obviously we went through a whole process there and finally approved option A1, which was to replant with dogwoods on both sides of the avenue. I've since received a phone call from Chris Horish, who was quite disappointed because he felt that the committee had made a decision to replant the beech trees that was removed, and that the dogwoods were on the south side of Waipahihi Avenue. I did refer him to the resolution and the plan, and the plan did actually state that the dogwoods would be planted on both sides of the avenue in the gaps which the birch trees was removed. So I'm just bringing it to the councillors' attention that there's still obviously concern from some of the ratepayers that, yeah, so whether we do get that response from them, the resolution stands as far as I'm concerned.
Through you, Madam Chair, I've also been approached in the last 2 days by a number of residents around the species of tree. So I've asked them to put that into writing to me, and then I'll bring that forward through the appropriate channels. So we'll make sure we address those at the same time.
Okay, thank you.
Right, thank you. Any further queries on those minutes or discussion? Okay, do I have a mover for those? Thank you, Councillor Hickman and Councillor Boddy. Thank you. All those in favour? Aye. Okay.